people have this attitude, Rebbe Nachman mentions, of running to a doctor. That for every tiny thing, let's call the doctor, let's go to the doctor. People quickly turn to doctors for every tiny thing, every big thing, everything. And that is an attitude which should be corrected. Because again, the reason why a person is sick is in order to fix something. Ein yisurim belo avon. There's no suffering without sin. In other words, it's because of sin and transgression that a person is not well and sick and suffering, etc. Being that the case, a person should first do what is expected of a person, is what's called lefashpesh b'ma'asav, cheshbon hanefesh, to check his actions, to put in check, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, am I in the right path, am I doing what Hashem wants of me? If not, what is Hashem trying to tell me, what am I supposed to do? To first do the right thing, which is to turn to Hashem. Like once Rebbe Nachman said also, that what the world says to do at the end, I say to do first. What he meant is that people, when God forbid get hit with sickness or danger or whatever, they first turn to the doctors, they take the medications, they do all the physical resorts. And then when nothing helps, God forbid, then they say Tehillim at the end. When it's near the end, then they say Tehillim. And Rebbe Nachman says you should switch the opposite direction. As soon as you're hit with something, do the last thing which people do that first. To say the Tehillim first. Do the wake-up call. Respond to the wake-up call initially. That's what should be done. So with that in mind, Rebbe Nachman was against the concept of people running to doctors. He brings out this concept of running to doctors, and he says before you run to a doctor, that should be the last initiative. That should be the last move. Initially, a person should wake up to see, what am I doing wrong? Am I eating healthy? Am I eating improperly? How is my midot, my actions? And I got hit, imbalance. For example, the Ben Ish Chai talks about imbalance in blood, which for example today is called cancer. And the Ben Ish Chai talks about imbalance in the blood system due to different attributes and midot that a person is not working on. So this causes an imbalance in the bios, the four bloods, and that causes that there's the imbalance, which is not good. What has to be done is to fix that by working on the midot that are causing the imbalance in the blood. This is an example how a person can look for the spiritual root behind why I'm going through what I'm going through. Every person will automatically say, for sure I'm a sinner, for sure I'm a blemisher, for sure I've done wrong. Already as I'm living is total kindness, and it only makes sense that God forbid I've been hit chas v'shalom with this type of malady, this type of sickness. Still, Hashem is a God of compassion, and there's a reason behind everything, and we must first try to see what Hashem is trying to tell me. And He's not such an evil God, I'm going to give you a punishment that you can't get out of because you have to suffer this punishment. Hashem is not like that, because Hashem wants ultimately that everyone should do tshuva, everyone should come back and serve Him. So this is the option. Instead of running to a doctor, first run to Hashem.